Hey, can y'all hear me? Bob Marley, hey, you said is there sound? Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Let me know. What's up, Brandon? Hold on. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, good to go. All right, good, good, good. Let me share this out and we can ready to get this party started. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right. Oh, y'all can hear that noise. Hold on. I know how to fix it. Give me a second, y'all. We are having some technical difficulties today. All right. All right. Whew, sorry about that. Okay, we back. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Okay, y'all know. I don't know why it does that. I have no idea. Oh, let me turn this on. Why it makes that sound. So until I can figure out why it makes that sound, I don't know how to. I know how to stop it once it starts, but I don't know how to stop it from starting. If that makes any sense, what I just said. Okay. How's everybody doing today? Happy Tuesday to you. I wasn't able to get here yesterday because I had I'm gonna go see my nephew, and then I had my uncle's birthday was yesterday, so I went over there. We played some cards over my uncle's house, and had a little food and played some cards and stuff like that. So that's what was going on there. But I am here today. I am here today for a little while. Well, not a little while. We gonna have our regular tribe meeting. So how's everybody doing? I'm trying to post this on Instagram real quick, and then we're gonna get started. That we are live. All right. Okay, you guys. Once again, I want to thank everybody who came over to Scotty's to check out the panel. We had a good time. We had a good time last night, as usual. What's up, Gina Bina? What's up, Star? Um, all right, Lord, let me plug this in. Okay, let me say hi to everybody. I'm here now. I am ready now. Ooh, we had a rough start today. Lord have mercy. Hey, China White, my member in the room, Dominique, Dominela. The y'all know. I'm sorry, baby. I say it right sometime. Miss Bowen, Lock Queen, what's up? Hey, Brandon, Bob Marley, Dewana, Travel, Love. Hey, and hey, Gina Bina. I don't know if Ebby know I'm here or not. Maybe I should let Ebby know I'm here. Let Ebby know that I'm here and that we are live. So I have my candle today. The scent of the day is, listen, this is a fall scent. Vanilla pumpkin marshmallow. So that's a fall scent when they start putting pumpkin in there, honey. It's a fall scent. Um, but I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. Hey, Zap Allen, sis, I need some information from me. Oh Lord. Text me. Text me what you need from me, babe. Miss Trisha P. And I'll be back for September. I couldn't make August meeting. I had everything going on with the wedding. It was just too much last week for me to try to get there. It was just too much. I had too much going on. But I'll be there next month. I'll be there in September. I even put it on my calendar. I even put it on my calendar, Gina. If it's on my calendar, girl. You know. All right, you guys. Hey, Jonathan, how you doing, baby? You love fall season pumpkin spice coffee. Thank you, Dewana. Thank you. Can y'all see? I feel like my forehead is cut off. Lord have mercy. All right, let me get this thing together. All right. Thank you, Zap. Thank you, everybody. All right, y'all. So let's get this party started. So first of all, let me give y'all my final thoughts on the Olympics. Y'all know that I love the Olympics. I told y'all I was gonna try to do some watch-alongs with y'all, but I was so far behind. Like I'm literally still watching the Olympics, even though I know the Olympics are over. I still like watching certain events, so I am still watching. I have it all in my DVR. I am literally still watching Olympic stuff. So, but let me give y'all my final thoughts on the Olympics. First of all, let me start from the beginning. As someone who is a fan of the Olympics, I still feel like they shouldn't have had them this year. I understand that that extra year hurt. When you listen, if you watch the Olympics and you listen to, hey, Mimi, what's up? If you listen to a lot of the stories from the different athletes, this year that they postponed the athletes, it hurt a lot of them. It did hurt a lot of them. But this year that it postponed, it also helped people who probably wouldn't have made the Olympic team last year were able to go to the Olympics. And I don't know if you guys were paying attention to how many. No, Gina, but I can look. I can check into it. I can check into it. I don't off the top of my head, but I can check into it. I can call around. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep that text open. I'm gonna mark it as unread so that I'll remember to make some phone calls. Thank you, Gina. Hey, don't trip. What's up, boo? Don't trip. I said it. So that's the first thing. And I don't know if you guys listened to a lot of the stories that they were telling about these athletes. Did y'all hear how many of these athletes had actually caught the Rona? A lot of these athletes had Rona in this last year. And so you think about all of that. And then during the Olympics, do you know how many people had to leave? How many athletes had to leave and alternates had to step in, or teams just had to withdraw? The synchronized swimming, which they don't call it synchronized swimming anymore. They call it artistic swimming or whatever. But the whole German team had to pull out because somebody had tested positive for COVID, and they all had to pull out of the competition. And for the pairs, the artistic pairs, the U.S. team placed like right under Germany. So when Germany pulled out, they had a chance to get into the finals, but there wasn't enough time because Germany pulled out, like they found out and they pulled out at the last minute. And so, I mean, it was, as someone who enjoys the Olympics, I still enjoyed the Olympics. I'm not going to lie and say I didn't enjoy it. I did. But I do. I feel like they should have waited another year. I do. I feel like they should have waited another year. But they had them. I did see Simone Biles' little interview that she did before she left to come back home. And she did explain what was happening a little bit more in detail. She explained what was happening. And she said that, she was getting the twisties. And she explained what that was. And she said it happened. She said it wasn't as bad at the preliminary, which I think that's where it started. If you watched her at the preliminary, she couldn't stick a landing. And that's just not like her. She said, but when they were getting ready to warm up, when they get a day of practice, she said at practice, she just couldn't do it. Hey, Brianna, hey babes, she couldn't do it. And so at practice, it got really, really bad. And that's when she had to make the decision to pull out. And she said that there was a lot of pressure on her. People were telling her, you are U.S. gymnastics and you are the glue that keeps this team together. And if you don't, if you can't do it, then the team is going to fall apart. And she said it did put a lot of pressure on her, that people looked at her like, well, if you can't be there, the U.S. team can't make it, and she said she had to pull the girls aside and say, listen, y'all have been preparing just as hard as I've been preparing. Y'all are going to be okay. You're good, and, but she said it was hard to watch from the sidelines, and it was very hard for her. And the commentator asked her, well, who reached out to you? Y'all know she said Oprah called, right? Didn't I tell y'all? She said Oprah called. Oprah call, y'all. I'm telling you, I say within the next 6 months, it may not even take that long, but I promise y'all within the next, before Christmas, I think we're going to have a nice sit down, hour long interview with Simone Biles, with her really going into detail about, and it may even be a panel. They may not do just Simone. They may do a mental health sort of thing where they have maybe Naomi Osaka and Simone Biles and some other athletes who have been very vocal within these last couple of months about their mental health. It may not be just Simone, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just her. I wouldn't be surprised. But she said that Naomi called her. She said Oprah called. We know that Michelle Obama tweeted and sent a message to her. She might have called her too, but who else did she say? She said Michael Phelps reached out to her because, he went through, he deals with mental illness as well, with depression and things like that. And so she said that a lot of people reached out to her. A lot of people reached out to her. Dominique Dawes. Yes, Dominique Dawes. And we know, do y'all remember Debbie? What's her last name, y'all? The black ice skater. She was like the first black U.S. woman to get a medal in the Olympics. She was on track for gold, but I think she ended up getting silver or bronze. But Debbie, what was her last name, y'all? I don't think Johnson just sounds too plain. I don't think it was Debbie Johnson. Hey Xavier, how you doing? They should add Serena. Yeah, definitely. Debbie Thomas. Thank you. Y'all saw she had a whole Ayanna Van Zandt. Did y'all remember her on Fix My Life? They did a whole episode with her on Ayanna, and she is dealing with. She even went on to medical school and became a whole doctor. And when she went on to Ayanna, she was living in a trailer. She had been fired from her job. Now part of it was she had got involved with this dude who won't shit, okay? But some of it was mental illness. And if you Google her and you read up on, she's had a really hard time. She's been dealing with mental illness. And they tried to get her help, but she was in love with this dude. And they tried to get her away from this man, and it was a whole lot to it. But she went through medical school and was a whole doctor. And then things sort of kind of tumbled for her. Yeah, I don't know. And that was a few years ago, so I really haven't done any follow-ups. But again, she just talked about how much pressure was put on her. Now, thank God she always wanted to go to medical school. So she was homeless at one point. Yeah, she had it rough, y'all. And she got fired from her job because she got into a fight at work with some woman. She was fighting over this man that, he won't no good. And she was fighting over him, and she ended up getting fired from that hospital. And that hospital was already like the last stop because she had burnt so many bridges. She had it rough. Yeah. So anyway, my last little observation on the Olympics, y'all, are these uniforms. I'm giving my final word on the Olympics. Y'all, these uniforms. Y'all, it's storming here. So if for whatever reason the power goes out, I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time that it is storming. Listen, y'all. I wasn't crazy about a lot of these uniforms. I know some of the uniforms are skimpy for the purposes of staying light. And in the water, they want to be as light as they can. But the swimsuits weren't. I ain't really had no problem with the swimsuits. I already talked a little bit about, the beach volleyball uniforms. I feel like they getting skimpier and skimpier for the women, not for the men. The men just wear, tank tops and boxers and, jogging shorts. They come down to their knees. But I feel like the women, if you go back 4 Olympics, they were wearing bikinis. They were still wearing the tank tops and the, like the sports bra tops and the bikini bottoms. But I feel like the bikini bottoms is getting more and more skimpier. I feel like they're getting more and more skimpier. Then I was looking at the track and field. The women was wearing bikini bottoms. Now, a few Olympics ago, they would wear the spandex pants or the whole body suits. Why are they wearing bikini bottoms? I don't understand it. The men can wear spandex pants that come to their knees or they come down their thigh. Why the women can't wear all that? Why are they wearing bikini bottoms? Explain that to me, please. I don't like it. And the men, were they not wearing cups? Don't men wear the cup? I know in football and stuff they wear the cups. Y'all, them men's private parts was swinging all over that track and field. Did y'all see them uniforms the men was wearing? I saw all they business. All of it. Did y'all see it? Who was looking at the track and field? The U.S. men's uniform. Listen, they business was all over that field. Did y'all see it? I'm not even being funny, y'all. I promise y'all, it was all over the field. I said, what? Xavier said the best part of the entire Olympics. We need equal opportunity for nudity. But seriously, I was just like from the preliminaries, I said, did they not practice in these uniforms and didn't realize? Like, no coaches said nothing. Nobody. They are just on worldwide TV with their stuff. Just, I said, I don't know what's worse, the bikini bottoms that the women got to wear or these pants that the men got to wear. It was a lot. It was a fail. Whoever designed those uniforms was a fail. And clearly they did not practice in those uniforms because I feel like somebody would have said something. Because, I mean, you could hear, like, y'all know Leslie Jones, the comedian, you know, she does like her little Olympic commentary and she mentioned it. So I was like, okay, I'm not the only one that see all of this. I'm not the only one that sees all of this that's going on right now. Anyway, we supposed to be looking at the race. You couldn't help it, Jonathan. When the race was over, it was right there. It was literally right there. Some of them even got a little excited, if you know what I mean. Got a little excited. The German women gymnastics went viral for wearing full body suits. Oh, really? I didn't even pay. You know, I guess I ain't pay attention. I guess I'm so used to seeing the gymnasts in, you know, leotards that I didn't even pay. I really didn't pay attention. I didn't pay attention. But yeah, overall, I mean, I don't think the United States dominated in the area of track and field like they normally do. But listen, what you gonna do? I mean, what you gonna do? Them damn Chinese divers are still kicking butt. They had a 14-year-old that won the damn gold medal for the platform. I said, well, damn. 14 years old, won the gold medal, child. What's up, Tracy? You didn't get the notification, child. Y'all know how these notifications are. Y'all know they be playing games with the notifications, child. I try to share it on my community tab and I put it on Instagram. So I try to do that every time. Oh, yeah, the Caribbeans, yeah, they showed up for that track and field, honey. They sure did. Now, the United States did decent on, like, shot put and the javelin. And, you know, they did pretty good in those areas. But, like, the 4x4s, the 100s, the 200s, and the, you know, and I mean, don't get me wrong, we won some medals. We just didn't dominate as far as, like, gold. But, you know, can't win everything. You can't win every year. All right, so that's my final word on the Olympics. I think they are not going to push the next Olympics back. They're going to keep the schedule. So our next Summer Olympics will be in 3 years. What's up? What up? How you doing? Life with Us TV. What's up, baby? Yes. Stanley and Lynette, if y'all not subscribed, y'all know y'all better go check out my people over there in Life with Us TV and tell Stanley I said happy birthday. What's up, Auntie? Hey, Natalia. Kim Kim Kardashian designed it. Well, it was an epic fail, but what do you expect from Kim Kardashian? She probably stole it from a black designer, but I don't even want to put that on a black designer. A black designer ain't do that. Had them men's parts all over the damn TV. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm not gonna. Nope. Nope. Thanks for coming through. All right, so let's go on and jump into this. So Cuomo resigns. I am probably not going to have a popular opinion. What's up, y'all? I'm probably not going to have a popular opinion on this. So, but I don't think he should have resigned. And I'm going to tell you why. And I think I've already said this before. I don't think he should have resigned, not because he wasn't guilty, not because he did not do something that was inappropriate. That ain't it. That ain't even it. But I don't think he should have resigned because I am sick and tired of the Democrats always taking the fucking high road. Do y'all know if that was a Republican governor, he would have made them impeach his ass, and then he probably still wouldn't have lost his office? I'm sorry. And I mean no disrespect to the women that he violated, okay? Allegedly. But I am so sick of us taking the high road when you have Republican after Republican after Republican constantly disrespecting, violating, saying the most vile things, doing the most vile things, and they dare somebody to make them quit their job. Look at the man down in Florida. He has been accused of being a whole pedophile. And he ain't thought about quitting his job. It happens over and over and over again. And again, I'm sorry. I know this might come off as me being heartless or feeling heartless about the women that, accused this man of sexual assault. Look at what happened with the Supreme Court. The man we nominated for the Supreme Court, he was being accused of rape. Rape. And the Republicans was like, we don't care. Oh, well, that was 20 years ago. So what? We don't care about this woman that said this man held her down at a frat party and raped her. We don't care that she told her therapist about it 20 years ago. We don't care that she has said the same story over and over again. We don't care about none of that. We're going to go ahead and put him on the Supreme Court anyway. We don't care. We don't care. I'm just tired, y'all. I feel like we constantly are taking, and when I say we, Democrats, whatever, I just feel like we are constantly taking L's because we always want to take the damn high road and do the right thing. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have resigned. Make them impeach me. And if you can impeach me, fine. Then impeach me. But I ain't going nowhere. It's interesting they don't force him to resign when he fudge virus numbers and nursing home deaths. But when it comes to groping, you know what, Mimi? But here's you're right. Let me start by saying you're right. But here's the flip side of that. He ain't the only governor that did that either. Look at Florida. You think them numbers in Florida don't look 3 times worse than what they are reporting? Ain't no way in hell. Florida is a whole petri dish down there. But you're right. And again, I know that the right thing for me to say as a woman is good for her, good for him. He needed to resign. That's what he was supposed to do. I'm sorry. And again, yes, for the victims, yes. But I'm so sick of it. Oh, God, I'm so sick of it. I just feel like we bow down even when we are in power, even when we are the majority. I just feel like we continuously bow down to these mofos, and I'm sick of it. But neither here nor there. The only good thing is, isn't the lieutenant governor a woman, and it'll be the first female governor in the state of New York. So, I mean, there's a silver lining. What you gonna do? He needed to resign, yes, but Dems have to stop rolling over and just allowing their bellies to get work. Yeah. Won't get a thing for it because there's no bottom for repubs. Fold too easily. Yeah. And like I said, I know that that's not the right thing. I know that I'm supposed to say, oh, yes, he violated those women. And that's what I know. That's what I'm supposed to say. I know. But that just ain't how I feel today. That ain't how I feel today, y'all. Anyway. You know. And also, let's remember, too, that Cuomo was one of the few governors that stood up to Trump, which is what I don't want to go down my conspiracy theory road, but if you want to roll with me, y'all can go on down that road. Y'all know where I was going with that. If y'all want to get on the conspiracy theory road with me, y'all know where I was going with that. Y'all know where I was going with that. Okay. I think it's a setup. Latia James is going to bring down Trump, so Cuomo is just collateral damage on the way. The Democrats are just as bad. They turn on each other like it ain't nothing. Asking right, the Democrat, exactly. I agree. That's what exactly. I agree, Jonathan. I agree. They turn on each other. That's the other thing the Republicans don't do. The Republicans don't turn on each other like that. The Republicans don't turn on each other like that. Not, I know I'm speaking in general terms, but in general terms, they look. I mean, look at this whole January 6th situation. There's nowhere in the world that these people don't understand how serious this whole situation was. But you hear what they're saying, right? Anyway. So Cuomo done resigned, y'all. Cuomo done resigned. Listen. Let's talk about R.Kelly. Listen. So his trial has started in New York this week. Hey, nappy child. Hey, babes. His trial done started down to the New York this week. Hey, chocolate vixen. You ear hustling? Okay. Thanks for being here. Drive safely. Drive safely. So his trial started in New York this week. Listen, at this point, I can't even keep up with all the shit he being charged with, okay? R. Kelly is being charged with so much shit in how many jurisdictions at this point? I don't know. But the trial started this week, okay? Couple of things have come out in the last couple of weeks. The first thing is his legal team has conceded to the fact that he had sex with Aaliyah when she was underage. Did we need them to concede to that? I think we all knew that. Is there anybody who did not know that R. Kelly was with Aaliyah while she was still underage? Is there anybody that I'm not talking about the R. Kelly stands that are in denial. I mean, most of us. Were any of us in denial that R. Kelly had sexual relations with Aaliyah while she was still underage? I don't know if it was smart for his legal team to do or not, to be honest with you, because I don't know. I mean, that falls into the category of I never went to nobody's law school, child. I don't know. I mean, the reality is I don't think any of that can be admissible in court. And I think their thing is we concede to it. So, we can go ahead and concede to it and move on. It's kind of like a rape victim. They can't bring up their past sexual, I think it's one of those things where they're probably petitioning that it not be brought up in the trial. Like, okay, we'll concede that it happened so we don't have to listen to testimony about their relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, okay, we'll let the jury know, yes, he had sex with Aaliyah while they were underage, but they did get married and it was a real relationship and yada, yada, yada. versus they fight it and then they got to listen to 3 days of witnesses come up there and talk about how R. Kelly and Aaliyah had this whole sordid affair. Y'all see what I'm saying? I think maybe that's the strategy. I don't know. The other thing that Mr. R. Kelly is talking about is he said that they're trying to get one of his charges dropped. The exposure charge, which the charge where he was being charged, one of the charges because he has herpes and he was spreading it to women unbeknownst to them. And so his legal team is trying to get that charge dropped because the statute does not cover STDs. It is strictly about spreading HIV AIDS without disclosing your status. So they're saying that him spreading him spreading herpes is not the same. And they want that charge dropped. I'm thinking that depending on the way, it is written, he might get that charge dropped. Depending on the way it was written. Because if the statute was specifically written for HIV AIDS, and it specifically says HIV AIDS, but it doesn't say sexually transmitted diseases, maybe. Again, I ain't no lawyer. I ain't read the brief, so I don't know. But I'm just wondering if that's what the case is. But that's the argument that's being made. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. What y'all think? Do y'all think that if that's the way, if the statute is written and it specifically says HIV AIDS, do you think that they should drop that charge even though he was out here, spreading herpes and not telling these women that he had the herpes? What y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think. On the bright side, Aaliyah music is coming. I'm ready to rock the boat on this journey to the past, child. I wonder why they've been holding on to that music for so long. Like, girl, let us hear the music. Let us play the music. They can probably get out of that one, but doesn't he have plenty? Listen, he got so many charges that, I feel like that's probably the least of his worries. And I'm gonna say this because herpes generally is not a life-threatening disease. I feel like even if he's found guilty, that is the least of his problems. I feel like out of all of his charges, I feel like that's the least of his concern. I'm still stuck on surviving R. Kelly and them parents, child. Where his second wife been? Just like T.I. and Tiny, they did together, allegedly. I didn't even know he had a second wife. I knew about the first one. I didn't even know nothing about the second one, so I don't know nothing about her. Because the family is infighting. The uncle and the parents are at war. Yeah, that's what I heard. Because her uncle was her manager or her producer or something like that. Yeah, I heard it had a lot to do with the uncle. But I mean, even with that, release the music, man. Stop playing. But yeah, I heard the music is coming soon. Andrea? Oh, you talking about, okay, that was his second wife? I didn't realize that was his second wife. I thought that was his first wife. I didn't realize that was his second wife. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't hear that she was a part of it, but listen. But again, she was I don't think that any charges against her would stick because she has documented the abuse that she suffered and she can get out of it. She would have a sound legal argument that she was a battered wife and she was dealing with battered wife syndrome. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I don't feel, and that might be where if there were stories that she was involved, I think that's how she would maybe not get involved in it, because her abuse is documented as well. Oh, I guess Andrea is technically his second wife. I be forgetting about Aaliyah. I mean, even though I know they were married, I guess I don't think about it. When you say his second wife, I wasn't thinking Aaliyah, Andrea. Duh. Hey, Sparkle, what's up, babes? Right, Aaliyah was his first wife, yeah. Duh. Which of course I knew that. I just, I wasn't thinking like that. But I feel like even if she was a part of it, I feel like that would be her argument. And I don't feel like anybody would, once she gets up on the stand and starts telling her stories of abuse, ain't nobody gonna convict her or nothing. If half the stories she told in the documentary, she wouldn't get convicted, because all you need is one person on the jury to say, we believe you. Even if half the jury doesn't believe her and think, oh, that's bullshit, all she needs is one person to say, damn, that's terrible what happened to her. That's terrible how he treated her. That's terrible what he did. And it's kind of like, how do you going to, as a prosecutor, how you going to say, we want you to believe that he did all these horrible things to these women, but he treated his wife like a queen and she was a part of the sexual abuse? How do you convince somebody of that? I want you. And the other thing too is she's probably a lot more valuable to them as a witness. And I don't know if she's being called as a witness, but she's probably a lot more valuable to them as a potential witness than them trying to prosecute her for something that they're not going to convict her of. Like, the reality is, out of 12 jurors, all you need is one. It ain't even got to be a woman. All you need is one person that listens to the story. Like, if you looked at Surviving R. Kelly and you heard them stories, all you needed was one person to say, damn, he did that to her. And if you listen to her stories were in line with a lot of those other women's stories, that he would starve her to death, he would lock her in the room, he would do this and he would do that. Like, a lot of the stories lined up. So even if her name came up as they were interviewing the other women and they said, well, she was a part of it and she did this and she did that, again, all you had to do was all her lawyer had to do was get her to get up there and start. Y'all hear that thunder? Was to get her up there and get her to start telling her story. That's why if he goes down, so many others are at risk to go down as well. That's why the last two girlfriends stood by him, because they could have been confused. They could have been confused. You mean convicted of molesting minors. But even the same thing with them, because they were minors when they got with him. They got the same argument. They have the same argument. I don't think, for the exception of the woman that they said was down in Atlanta, that was like the madam that, ran the house kind of thing. For the exception of her, I don't think any of those women would be convicted of anything. I mean, again, all those women were minors. Well, they weren't minors, but they were minors, if that makes sense what I'm saying. They weren't, because I think they said he waited till their 18th birthday before he sort of kidnapped them or whatever. But he was still influencing them before they were 18. He was still, hell, he was sleeping with them before they were 18. The parents just didn't know. So yeah, y'all listen. I just need enough of the charges to stick so that his ass be in jail. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I just need enough charges to stick so his ass be in jail. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. And y'all know I wasn't gonna give R. Kelly no whole lot, because y'all know how I feel about that whole situation. I wasn't gonna give R. Kelly a whole lot. All right, y'all. Let's switch gears a little bit. Jen Shah. Jen Shah. Jen Shah's lawyers. I'm looking for the article. Sorry, y'all. All right. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Jen Shah has switched up her legal team in her ongoing telemarketing fraud case. On Monday, Judge Sidney Stein of the U.S. District Court of the Southern District of New York approved the withdrawal of 3 attorneys who formerly represented Shah in the case. The attorneys made the request to be removed as counsel of record for Shah on Monday. Now, we talked about this. Hey, Keisha, how you doing? We talked about this a little bit when Erica Girardi's attorneys wanted to withdraw from her case. And we were saying that that's never a good look when the attorney wants to quit. Never a good look when the attorney wants to quit. And all 3 of her attorneys went to the judge and asked to be removed as her counsel of record, and the judge approved it. So whatever reason they cited, it must have been good enough, because judges generally frown upon that happening, especially this close to her court date, because these attorneys have already, when I say this, I shouldn't say this close to her court date because I don't have the court date in front of me, but these attorneys have filed motions for her. They have been representing her for months. Like, she was arrested months ago. And it's never a good look when the attorneys say we no longer want to represent her. That means that usually it's money. Usually, from what my understanding, usually it's money. But when it's not money, then it's usually a situation where they've caught you lying to them, or they've put you in a position where they no longer can represent you because you violated something that if they continue to represent you, it will cause them to violate their ethics. She's out on bail. Shirley. So, honestly, I know one of the problems that her attorneys had is the same problem that Erica Girardi is having right now. They asked her to stop filming and she wouldn't do it. They asked her, the minute she got arrested, they asked her to stop filming. Now, we see all the problems that Erica Girardi is having. We see all the problems that Erica Girardi is having. But they asked her to stop filming and she wouldn't. And so I'm wondering if what they've seen going on with Erica these last couple of weeks with stuff coming out that she said or didn't say, down to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I'm wondering if that's giving them some pause about being able to adequately represent her. And if they asked her to stop and she refused to stop, that ain't a good look. That is not a good look. But listen, it ain't a good look at all that that her lawyers asked to be let out and that they were approved. That ain't a good look either. Jen is going to the slam with Coach Shah and finally be with his real family. Listen. That ain't a good look, y'all. That ain't a good look. So we're gonna keep an eye on that. But it sounds like, and then they ended up her new lawyers did file some sort of request on her behalf, child. Jen, you going to jail. Like, I don't think they can save you, boo. I think you're going to jail, baby. I think you're going to jail, Jen. I hope you take this last check you got and put it on your commissary, because that's all you got. Child. Xavier ain't listen. It ain't a good look. So we're going to see. But if the best defense that you've been able to come up with up until this point is they should drop the charges because they didn't read you your rights, I just think you in trouble. If that's the best you didn't come up with, you in trouble, bruh. If that is the best you got, you are in trouble. Okay? Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Keisha. I'm with you on that one, Keisha. All right. Love and Hip Hop Miami is coming back. The trailer dropped. I don't know if it's a super trailer or just a regular trailer, but the trailer did drop, I think, yesterday. And the season is going to start September the 7th. Hold on, let me look at the calendar real quick. September the 7th. Yeah, the 7th is a Tuesday. That sounds about right. And I think the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premieres on the 12th, September the 12th. So that week of September, we're going to get 2 new seasons of those shows. And Love and Hip Hop Miami have added a couple of people. We have the addition of Ace Hood. You guys may or may not remember Mr. Ace Hood. He had a couple of hits. Y'all know, I know Duffel Bag Boy. That's it. I don't know no other song from Ace Hood, but that used to be my shit back in the day. Duffel Bag Boy. He was with Lil Wayne. I think he might have been signed to Young Money, but don't quote me on that. But I know he had that song with Lil Wayne called Duffel Bag Boy. Now I don't know no other song by Ace Hood. But Ace Hood was also in the news a few months back for something he did. Something happened with him, child. And I remember I was like, Ace Hood, what? But he's gonna be on Love and Hip Hop Miami. Ooh, did y'all see that lightning? Ooh. Love and Hip Hop Miami. And also they're gonna be adding the rapper Noriega now. Y'all young heads probably don't remember Noriega, but Noriega was a rapper, you know, back in like the 2000s, and he had trouble with his baby mama. Okay, I knew it was something happened with him. I just couldn't remember the story. Now Noriega has actually been on a couple of episodes of Love and Hip Hop Miami because he has a really popular podcast that he does, and so he's actually been on there where people from the show have gone onto his podcast and he's filmed. So he sort of have, you know, we've seen him before. From the trailer, it also looked like Amara La Negra will be back. Of course, Trick and Trina. What's my boy? I mean, not my boy, my girl. What's my girl name? The one that started the OnlyFans and made all that money. What's her name? Oh shoot, she was a rapper too. I can't think of her name. Start with an S. Y'all know who I'm talking about. As soon as y'all say her name, I'm gonna be like, yep. It starts with an S though, but she's coming back. From the previews, that's what it looks like. I didn't see Bucky. That don't mean she's not coming back, but I didn't see her in the trailer that I saw. And if she did, it went by. You know, those trailers go by really quick sometimes. So if she is coming back, I ain't see her. But yeah. So hey Zara, what's up? You know, Bobby Lights is gonna be on the show, but I don't think he's gonna be like a main. He wasn't a main cast last season, and I don't see him. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what he gonna talk about? His OnlyFans? Because I feel like that's all he's been doing this last couple of years. Which, let's be clear, I ain't mad. I ain't mad at the OnlyFans, but September the 7th, Sukihana. That's it, Bob Marley. Thank you, babes. Sukihana. I knew I was gonna remember as soon as you said it. Sukihana. I think they said September the 7th it premieres. Yeah. So it looks like, and so I'm guessing that we only have a few more episodes of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. You know, they got to give us 2 weeks of a reunion. And then we're gonna go into Miami. So there's that. And from what I'm being told, they are filming Hollywood. So maybe we're gonna get Hollywood after Miami. I don't know. Hood Brat might be coming back again. I only looked at the trailer once. I didn't look at it 2 or 3 times, so it was whatever I caught the first time. But it was on. I think it was on the Shade Room. It was on either on the Shade Room or Jasmine Brand. So y'all can catch the trailer there. And again, you might be able to look at it 2 or 3 times and see some other people. But that's who stuck out. That's who I recognize. I didn't see Miami Tip either. But again, remember, Miami Tip didn't have a major role last season. She was on there, but she wasn't really that major on there last season. Yeah. I'm thinking, I don't know if New York is done or not, because I remember reading, I know they said that Emily was coming back. I don't know if, I don't think they're filming though. I haven't heard, and I've heard them about them filming Hollywood, and we knew they were filming in Atlanta, and clearly they've been filming in Miami. But the only thing I've heard about Love and Hip Hop New York is that Emily was coming back. That's it. I haven't heard anything about, I mean, unless y'all have y'all heard anything about Love and Hip Hop New York? Because I haven't heard anything about it. I watched Miami. It's okay. It's all right. I mean, it's all right. I mean, they definitely give you some drama. Remy, last you heard was that Remy and Papoose weren't coming back. I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised. I'm going to, let me tell you something. I'm going to put Remy Ma on the list of, what's up, Ebs? I meant to text you, and then I got started talking. I forgot. I had some technical difficulties at the beginning, and I forgot to text you, babes. My bad, booby. I'm going to put Remy Ma on the list of people who used this platform and the platform didn't use them. I think I've said this before, that I put Cardi B at the top of all of that list. When it comes to Love and Hip Hop, any of the Love and Hip Hop franchises, I put Cardi B at the top of the list of people who were able to take this platform, use it for what they could use it for, and move into the next level. I don't put no, it would be Cardi B first, K Michelle second. And the only reason why I say K Michelle second is because look at where Cardi B's career is versus where K Michelle's career is. And that's no slight on K Michelle. She's had a great career, but Cardi B is ridiculous. You know what I mean? So I got to put Cardi B first, and I will put K Michelle second. And I'm talking about people who weren't already notables before they went on the show. Now there are people who went on the show who were already notables. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about most people didn't know who the hell like she had Instagram fame. That's how she got on the show, because they knew her from Instagram. People knew her from Instagram, and but most of us did not know who Cardi B was. And K Michelle, again, notable, like, yeah, she was making little but most people didn't know who K Michelle was. And she was able to take the platform and be able to, what's up, Kamisha? Kamisha, we get ready to talk about you I was getting ready to talk about you in a minute, girl. I know sometimes you're at work, so if you wanna, if you have a few minutes and you want to drop it, we're going to talk about Put a Ring on It. And I was just getting ready to send them over to your channel, honey. We was getting ready to talk about, matter of fact, Abby, if you want to come on for the last few minutes, we're going to talk about this Put a Ring on It thing. Let me know, and I'll send y'all the link if y'all want to come on for this last few minutes and talk about Put a Ring on It, honey. So, I don't think she gave it to Big Fish. I don't know all the legal ins and outs of what happened. I do not know all the legal ins and outs, but I don't think she voluntarily gave it to Big Fish. Again, I don't know all the specifics, but something happened. Something happened. You in an Uber on your way to church. Okay, well, you can't come on. Well, you certainly can't cuss these people out like I know you want to cut these people out before you go into the church house. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. So yeah, so that's that. I don't know. Like I said, I would have to go and do some research and find out what the legal ins and outs were, but I don't think you only have a few minutes. Okay, I'm gonna send you the link, and then because we're gonna talk about, because I'm almost done with this anyway. We were just talking about Love and Hip Hop Miami. Hold on, let me send her the link, y'all, real quick. Because I know she don't have a lot of time, but I promise you I was going to send her over there. Send people over there to you, honey, because I was all up in that interview you did yesterday, child. All right. I just sent you the link, Kamisha. So, oh, I know you got some cussing out there. I know you got some cussing. and take the darn ring off and leave. Child, child, child. So yeah, so I don't know what's going on with New York, but what I will say is I don't know how Big Fish got Love and Hip Hop. But the last I heard was that VH1 was severing ties with Mona Scott Young, and I'm guessing that whatever legal maneuver that they had to do, whatever they had to come up with, somehow or another, Big Fish Entertainment ended up getting Love and Hip Hop. I don't know. That's all I know, because I didn't really follow it closely enough to find out. But I do remember that. I sent it by email. You want me to send? I can send you the link in your I can send you the link in the DM. Hold on. Because I emailed it to you, but hold on. I can send you the link in the DM. Hold on, let me see. Hobosexual, what? What? What is a hobosexual? I don't know what that is. Oh, that's okay. Here she comes. All right. All right, you guys. So listen. What's
Hello.
up? What's up?
What's going on, Mama?
Listen, first of all, before I even get started, Abby, I don't think I have any other mods in the room. I'm gonna have to drop your link, Kamisha. But you guys, it is spelled just like it's on the screen. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and y'all give Kamisha Reviews a follow. She she does her reviews and stuff, but her channel, she has a very unique way she does her channel, and she does a lot of interviews. Y'all know I don't do a lot of interviews over here. So she interviews a lot of these people from Put a Ring on It and Ready to Love, and she had people from The Challenge, and she's had people from Big Brother. So she does a lot of interviews, and she gets a lot of tea over there. So y'all make sure that y'all are following her. But she dropped a video yesterday, baby. Baby. Listen. She dropped the interview,
Yeah,
Daron, whatever,
Darian. Mm-hmm.
Smoke from Put a Ring on It. If y'all don't watch Put a Ring on It, then y'all probably won't be able to follow this. But if you watch it, y'all know what I'm talking about. His ex-girlfriend did a tell-all interview with Kamisha, and she put it up on her YouTube. Did you post it yesterday? Because I saw it yesterday.
I don't remember my post yesterday. So much been going on behind the scenes. You have no idea. I think I posted it yesterday, but I have pre-recorded it.
Right.
I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah, because I had talked to her. She actually hit me up when the season first started, and I just ignored her. She sent me like marriage licenses. I was like, "Whoa, this is too much." I hadn't even watched the first. I had barely got the first episode like ready to watch, and I got the message. So I was like, "This is too soon." But as the show progressed and everything, and I didn't hear her anywhere, I like didn't see her on social media. I was like, "This is interesting." So after everything came out with the stuff with Kai and everything, so I just hit her up, and she was like, "Yeah." I was like, why don't I'm gonna have you come on and we're gonna talk. Now I know she's gonna say all the things that she was gonna be saying and all the things,
All
but
the things, honey. Baby.
I was like, if you saw my face, I'm just like, okay, and yes, and wait, and what, and okay, and oh my God, and I was giving all of that, and then so actually, I really wanted to talk to the people behind the scene, let them know I was doing the video, and so I cannot speak on what had been told me behind the scenes because this video has this interview opened up communication with me with a lot of people that I wasn't talking to before.
Girl, share it. Spill it. Tell it.
Wait, no, no. Some of this I can't because I gotta keep. I mean,
No, I
I'm
know.
not gonna.
Yeah, I know. Whatever you can tell, and I also know that you did put some stuff on your membership. So y'all go over there and y'all
Yeah.
subscribe, and y'all get on
Yes.
her membership so you can get some of the TT. But give us a little sip. Just give us a little sip.
Oh my goodness. One thing I will say is that I had a conversation with some of the parties involved behind the scenes.
Oh,
So, like I said, if you are a member, not trying to put my, I mean, it really doesn't even matter because I mean,
no,
some people
put
don't
it
even
out
know.
there, girl. Put it out
Some
there.
what I'm saying is, no, I'm saying I'm not like rude. You know how I am. But some stuff I don't put even to them because us out there, we have to respect. If someone's saying they don't say nothing, you're not gonna go out there and spill it, and then I
Right,
won't.
because you want to keep those doors open.
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes, because I found out that they, like I said, they told me they watch me, and I don't mean them. I mean like the people that do own and all that. And so people watch you, and you want to kind of have reputation where it's like you eventually be on
Absolutely.
the list. Where it's like, okay,
Absolutely.
like Rolling Out will automatically do own interviews. If you don't know, they automatically do all the own interviews. So if you're on that list, you don't have to ask. It's automatically a press release sent to you. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Right.
So I
Right.
do some salacious stuff, but I do it with strategically. Like this video was, I waited. I waited the whole season to drop this, and I knew everybody was gonna be happy about it. But I knew
Yeah.
that it was tea. I wanted to get a few bloggers hit me up saying, "Hey, I'm letting you know I'm gonna do a response video on it," and I'm like, "It's all good. That's what I want to happen. I want people to that's
Absolutely.
good."
Oh yes.
So
Oh yes. Because I
so
was gonna
like,
do a little, listen,
go
I
ahead,
was
mama.
gonna do a little something. I just been busy. I hadn't had a chance to do it, but I was gonna do a little something on it too, because baby, that was a whole lot. That was a whole lot. So when you say
Yes.
people, okay, again, I know you can't say but so much, but when you say, have you gotten a rebuttal to any of that information?
Um. Kinda. Yeah. I guess you could say that.
Okay.
But a lot of it is. Well, I'll say this. I'm gonna say this. Now, honestly, I found out that she actually has spoke to a lot of the cast before, maybe during. I don't know when she spoke to me, but it wasn't just me and not just bloggers. She spoke to the cast. She really wanted to get it out there. Like she hit up Kai, she hit up all of them.
Oh
So
wow.
I will spill that. So yeah, I didn't find this out until recently. So she really was trying to get this information out there, and she's not really being vilified. They're kind of looking at her like, I'm happy you told the story. There's only a few that's probably not happy about it, obviously. But
Right.
the women in the chat that I'm seeing, you're like, well, they're saying, I'm happy that she told it. I can't believe it. This makes sense. Yada yada yada. And I didn't know it was gonna be like that. I just dropped the interview, and then I had to go through and edit some things because I wanted to respect parties that did not want to be involved. So I had to really
Right.
do some work with that because it was like this is really an edited version. Not like too much
I can
edited,
tell it
but
was edited. You can tell because certain things are like, I'm not gonna say they're out of sequence, but you're like, wait a minute, I don't remember them saying that part. But you can tell that
right,
certain stuff have been edited. But again, you have to, like you said, for where you want to take your channel, you have to make sure that you are staying true to what your vision is, for your channel. Did you find, I'm not talking about since you've talked to people behind the scenes, but when you were doing the interview and you were talking to her, did you find her to be credible, or did you feel like she was just trying to, like, maybe get some get back, or she was a scorned woman? Did you find her to be credible?
I found her to be credible because I talked to a few people behind the scenes that said they believed her as well. And the
Got you.
fact of the matter is that even with myself just talking to her, like before I even record, we just was talking back and forth. She wasn't coming at me crazy, like, hit me up, girl, I got this, da, da, da. When she first hit me up about it, and I was like, I don't know anything about that. Like, that was my response. Because I literally, like I said, really watched the first episode. I think I was in the middle of it. And then she backed off. And
Right.
the whole season, she didn't, bother me. And then when I hit Rose, she was pretty cool about it. It was literally organic. The conversation flowed. I was like, let's come on and just do a recording. And the reason why I wanted to do a recording because I didn't know what she was going to say. I didn't want to go
Right.
live. And then something
Right.
happens, and someone's like, "I can't believe she's taking her video down." I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna mess with my coins. I'm being smart. Let me go ahead and
Right.
do a recording so I can go back talk to people. And they're like, hey, you know what? Whatever. Just make sure my name is out of it. Whatever, whatever. I can go back and edit. Now I was trying to edit it as precise as I could, and I'm pretty good at it. But it is what it is. I was like, whatever. They gonna get the gist of the situation at the end of the day. So
Oh yeah, I mean, you definitely can follow it, but like I said, a few things you were kind of like, wait a minute, what? But not to the point where you couldn't follow what was going on. You clearly could follow it.
right.
But I could definitely tell that you had to do some editing. Excuse me, that you had done some editing. Um, okay, well, I know you said you only had a few minutes. The other thing I'm gonna say this, one, I want to catch up with you because I was gonna DM you this week anyway. I
Mm-hmm.
want to catch up with you so we can do a Big Brother because she does Big Brother, you guys, and
Oh
she
yes.
watches the live feeds. So she does little snippets of what's going on the live feed. So for those
Oh
of you that
yeah.
For those of you that like to know what's going on with the live feeds, y'all definitely make sure y'all go check her out. Dewanda says she subbed today after watching your interview.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, thank you. Because see what
See,
I
look
do
at that.
now. What I do
Huh?
now, I do the little 2 8 when I work overnight. So the 2 a.m. Live recap because a lot of people cannot get the live feed. They don't want to pay for it, and so I
Right,
would
right,
do
right.
that at the critical hour where I can tell you what's going on, and then I also when I'm off, if I'm watching live feed for 2 hours, I'll just come do like I did today, and I'll do a live recap and we'll talk about it. And I'm getting a lot more Big Brother. Not saying any mean to anybody, but people of color subscribers, and it's pretty cool because I could tell that what they're saying in the chat and the thumb down, just you kind of could tell. I'm like, that's pretty awesome because in the beginning when I did this, I didn't really have that many in the chat. I don't know
Right.
because of this season or maybe they always, from what I hear sometimes they say we've always been here. We just don't you don't hear about us as much as far as black people who watch
Yeah.
Big Brother.
Well,
That's what
when
I think
you
it
feel
is.
like you're not represented, you don't tend to be as vested in what's going on. Because I know for myself, I'm a reviewer and I try my best that if I start a show, I really, really have a hard time not finishing a season, even if the show is bad, even if I'm frustrated. But Big Brother, the last 3 seasons, I have not finished because it's not because
Mm,
people are getting, it's not because people are going home and all of that. It's just the way the game is being played frustrates
right.
the
Yes.
hell out of me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
So
understand that.
yeah,
I understand that
so
100%.
that's kind of where I was with it. But this season, listen, they are playing Big Brother this season. They are playing Big
Baby,
Brother
let
this
me
season.
tell you. Uh, oh my God. I got angry last year because of the Christmas and racism and the stupid stuff. This year, I've
Yeah,
been like,
I had to stop watching it. And then
uh,
Nicole, I was really duped by Miss Nicole. I really was. I was like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do
yeah, Nicole was something else. And so I literally dragged Nicole for like a half a season because I couldn't with
this.
her. I
Right.
watched her for like years and she's just a mess. I hadn't even got her voice down. I couldn't stand her. And so I feel like that Whitney needs a 2.0 Nicole, period. So I'm sorry. She thought she could lean on, the black knights of the house, which would be ex Xavier, and thought she was gonna save her, and that didn't happen. And even now, after the show is over, she's talking crap like about the cookout, like she doesn't understand and all these things. So, I feel like I'm so happy that she's out of the house because I believe she's like half of a Christmas, half of Nicole, a mixture of disaster. And she needs to get up out of the house, period. I'm just happy she's
Yeah.
gone. Ugh.
Yeah, yeah. I was definitely happy to see her go. I was really, I didn't like the way that, yeah, I was happy to see her go. I was. So I wanted to so I'll DM you and we'll talk about it and we'll catch up. But I definitely wanted to see if you wanted to link up and do like a Big Brother conversation
Oh,
sometime in the
yes,
next week or
yes.
so and just kind of,
We need to.
yeah, definitely, definitely. All right, well, I'm gonna let you go because I know you said you didn't have long, and I'm getting ready to get off here
Yes,
in a few minutes. But you guys, I see some people in the chat are saying that they did go over and
I see
subscribe.
too.
So thank y'all for doing that. But again,
I
if you watch
appreciate it,
Put a
y'all.
Ring on It, if you watch Put a Ring on It, if you watch Ready to Love, she does all of those interviews. She gets all those people over there, and y'all, they be giving her some tea. Y'all better get on over there. She
Hmm.
be giving her some tea, honey.
All right,
But
y'all. Thank
again,
you. I appreciate it, Mama. Thank you so
no
much.
problem. I'll talk to you later. All right, you guys. So yeah, that was my girl Kamisha. Eb dropped her link in the chat, so y'all please go over there and give her some love, give her some support. And again, that interview that she had with Darren's ex-girlfriend, it is full of tea. I ain't even gonna tell y'all what's in it. Y'all go over there and watch it. Okay, it's 40 minutes, but it is 40 minutes of information. Me and Abby was texting about it yesterday, honey. And then if you want to join her membership and get even more information, you can go on and get that too. You know what? I don't know if she does Queen Sugar. I would have to go look. I don't know. I don't know. I know she does. I think she does Married at First Sight too. But she does a lot of the reality shows. But like I said, she gets a lot of interviews. I know she's interviewed people from the challenge. She's interviewed people from Big Brother. Like I said, Put a Ring on It, Ready to Love. She does, I think she does Family or Fiance as well. And I think she may have even had some people that were on Family or Fiance before, but don't quote me on that. But I think she has. I think she has. So anyway, y'all make sure y'all go and check her out. Like I said, I'm getting ready to get up off of here. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. I'm still trying. I feel like I've been trying to get caught up on my videos since I came back from Puerto Rico, y'all. But I'm trying to get caught up. Y'all know last week I had to sort of, kind of veg out because I was on wedding duty. So I'm going to get you guys some videos tonight. I don't even know which ones because I don't know what y'all know how I am. I don't know what I'm going to feel like looking at. I know you're going to get Family or Fiance because I already recorded it. I just haven't uploaded it yet. So y'all going to get Family or Fiance. I had recorded Cartel Crew, but the video just wasn't good. The video, it wouldn't upload. So I have to re-record Cartel Crew. But you guys will get a couple of reviews tonight. I don't know what, but you're gonna get a couple tonight. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate y'all. If you are not subscribed, Queen Sugar will be back next month as well. Queen Sugar comes back. I think Queen Sugar might drop on September the 7th as well. Queen Sugar is the first week of September. I don't have the exact date in front of me, but I think it's September the 7th. I think it is September the 7th. So y'all, we're gonna get Salt Lake City, Queen Sugar, and Love and Hip Hop Miami all in the same week or within the week of each other. Okay, Kamisha says she does do, okay, she does Queen Sugar. She said, well, I knew she was from Louisiana, so she does do Queen Sugar as well. Okay, all right. Y'all going over to her channel and y'all can look at all her playlists. Y'all can see all the shows she reviewed because she does a wide variety like I do. She does a variety of shows as well. So y'all go over there and check her out. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get up out of here. And I will hopefully I'll be here tomorrow. I think I should be able to come on here tomorrow, talk to y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.